Hold up, before we get into the video, you can now use discount code CubeHead on thecubicle.com to save 5% on your order. 5%? That's a lot, right? Though, but in all seriousness, it would really help to support this channel, so thank you. Anyways, let's get right to the video. So what cube am I holding here? After my Vault 2 went missing, rest in peace, people have been craving to know what cube I bought, messaging me, losing sleep over it. What cube did CubeHead buy? Well, the wait is finally over. The cube I bought is... Gypsy? What are you doing here? Yo! Now the cube I bought is right here. It's a Dian Tengyun. Tengyun! So for everyone who has guessed the right cube, congrats, here you go. And I guess this dude deserves a shout out as well. But before I'm going to talk about the cube, let me do a magic trick with it. What? That's amazing, right? Well, spoiler, it's not real. It is edited. But why would you buy 2 Tengyuns though? Now, how do I say this without crying? I broke one of them. When I received the first one, it felt too fast and I saw there were other springs in the box, so I thought, why not swap them? And when I was disassembling the cube, one of the corners was really tough to get out. So I pulled really hard, like so hard that you can expect the piece to break. And then the unexpected happened. It broke. You see, this one is broken. Shit happens, I guess. But here's the real issue. I know I lost 1 cube already. Rest in peace. But losing 2 is just too much. So I wanted to bury this one. The problem is that I realized that you cannot just put plastic in the ground, right? I mean, that's a bad thing to do. On this channel, we love the environment, so we're not putting plastic in the ground. And doing some research, I didn't really find a good way of burying the cube. So my question to you is, what is a proper, environmentally way of burying this cube? Because it really deserves one, little soldier. Now, I'll pick one of your comments in next episode, so make sure to be creative. Or not, and I will just have a stupid video. So the cube, it's really good. I don't like it. Well, let me explain. First of all, the cube is really silent, and that's something I really like. Just listen to it. Now, secondly, the cube is really light, and people usually appreciate lighter cubes. But part of it is personal preference, and I don't like light cubes. Generally, I like solid and heavy cubes, like the Valk was. And combined with the fact that this cube is 1mm smaller than the Valk, resulted in me not really liking the cube. Now, don't get me wrong, I think a lot of people will definitely love this cube. It's light, it's fast, corner cutting is awesome, it's just not my style. So that's why I say, great cube, I don't like it. Alright, we're 3 minutes into the video and I haven't talked about my progression yet. Great job. So these last 2 weeks, I spent my time learning EG1. Now for those who don't know what EG1 is, let me do some teaching. Now EG1 is a part of a 2x2 method called EG, named after Eric Gunner. Gunner. What an awesome name, right? I wish I was called Gunner. Anyways, the EG method has 2 steps. First, solve a phase, and then solve the entire cube in one algorithm. And there are 3 types of phases you can have with EG. This means 3 subsets. The first being CLL, where the first phase you build is actually a solved layer. Now for EG1, you create your first phase with a T permutation on the bottom. You hold the bar in the back and then do your algorithm. And then for EG2, you have a Y permutation on the bottom. Now the total EG method has about 126 algorithms. But for EG2, you can do something called anti-CLL, where you basically force a Y permutation on the top layer as well, using one of your CLL algorithms, and then finish the cube with one of the easiest PBL algorithms, R2, U2, R2. And that's probably something I will use, because you don't have to learn any new algs, you can just use your CLL algorithms for that. But anyways, I learned EG1 these last 2 weeks. Yeah, I'll admit, I took my time. But I also think EG1 was much more difficult to learn than CLL, since all the algorithms were totally new, and the algorithms were also a bit more difficult on average in my opinion. But when I finally did learn EG1, I did a bunch of 2x2 solves only using EG1. Now after about 600 solves, I think, I got pretty used to the algorithms. As you probably can tell, my AUFing is a problem at the moment. No, AUFing is much more difficult on EG1 because you don't have a fixed layer on the bottom, so the reference point is a bit more difficult. But don't worry, that's something I'll work on next week. Now, I haven't focused much on my times, because that wasn't the point of these last 2 weeks. The reason I learned EG1 in the first place is because I wanted to use it to make one looking easier. One looking is just basically planning your whole solve during inspection. And one looking is needed to get really fast at 2x2. So I know I have to spend my time before the competition on practicing one looking. So I asked on Facebook if there were some really good cubers that could help me. And the best thing ever happened. because Will Callan messaged me. For those who don't know, Will has the American record average of 1.23 seconds. That's just freaking insane. I mean, it's twice as fast as the national record I'm planning to break. He's basically a 2x2 god. He was super friendly and he said that he could help me with any questions I had. So we called on Facebook and he answered all the questions I had. I mean, it's really cool. Thank you for that. Now, I wanted to record the call, but for some reason I didn't start my screen recording. You know, I always do idiot stuff like that, right? But good luck that I did record the call on my phone, but unfortunately we cannot see Will, so sorry for that. I know you would much rather see him than me, but I guess you're stuck with me for now. Obviously I'm not going to show the entire call because it was pretty long, but here's a small part of it.
Like, a lot of it is luck, but also I feel like I have potential for like getting world record average on a lot more averages than like I think people think. We did this at kind of the nationals. I did a seminar there with Luigi Soriano, and it showed like how most of like the scrambles and stuff are 8 movers or something, and like 9 movers. That makes up like 75% of solves or something, but you just like don't see it because they're too hard to see. I mean, yeah, like a lot of it does come down to luck sometimes, because I mean sometimes, yeah, if you get 1 or 2 like really bad solves, yeah, that can mess everything up. And there's just like a lot of factors like where if you mess up just like a little bit, it just has very bad consequences.
Sure, yeah. So what is actually your like usual average at home, like if you practice at home?
I mean, I would say it's 1.4 or something like that, maybe higher. Yeah, I would say around there. I mean, most of the time now I just do like competition simulations. Yeah. So in that I usually get like around there.
It's insane, right? But like, how often do you get like below the world record average? Is it like really often if you have a training session?
I mean, like if I'm doing a lot of solves, it like, or like if I did like an average of 100 or something, that happens like a good bit. I mean, like I won't always get like sub that, but I'll also get like a ton of averages that are like right around at like 1.2s and stuff.
Now, Will has awesome videos on his channel, so you should probably subscribe to him. I will put his channel in the description. Now, he gave a lot of tips to me and I would love to share everything with you, but this episode is already going to be pretty long. So what I'm planning to do is make a video in the future with a bunch of 2x2 tips from beginners to really advanced people. And I will definitely put a lot of his tips in there as well, so stay tuned. Now anyways, I will focus next 2 weeks on practicing one looking, my AUFing, and maybe learning anti-CLL. Now the competition is already in 3 weeks, so it might be quite a lot to do before the competition, but I will try to do it. I don't think I will break the national record yet on the competition in 3 weeks, but let's say a good goal would be to have a sub 3 average. What about that? Because I have another competition in about 2 months and then I will definitely break the national record. So I will make one more episode before the competition, and then right after the competition I will make another one to share you my results. I didn't do a lot of solves this episode, but I really needed to learn EG1 to learn one looking as fast as possible. So hopefully I have made a lot of progression next episode, so stay tuned. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, give it a like. If you want to see more of me, please subscribe. We're going to have so much fun in the future you can't imagine. So I guess I'll see you next episode. Ciao. Was my hair like this the entire episode?